Hi guys, welcome back. It's definitely been a very long time. So today we'll be doing the Q&A that you guys submitted on on Instagram, and a life update. So enjoy.
So I'll be asking the questions, and these are all the questions that we got from the requests in that Q&A. So she'll be answering them. So let's have fun. So we have the first question. You don't say who it was, right?
No.
Just a question?
Yeah.
Right. So, first question is, how has your life changed after having a kid?
Well, it's definitely changed a lot. You start to think more about them than yourself and how everything you do impacts them. I feel like we've always wanted to do go skydiving, but now we're like, wait, what if like something happens to us? Like, who's gonna watch our little baby? And so it's definitely, but I love it. But I love the way life has changed. It's definitely made us more mature, and it's showed us what unconditional love really is.
Oh, word up. Yeah, what she said. Tell me the reality of having a kid, like the pros and cons. So we'll start with the pros of having a kid, and I think it goes back to that first question on unconditional love, like Steph said. Yeah, right? I mean, pros is just, it changes your life completely. I don't think it does anything on a con unless you see it as a con, right? It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
I
having.
think it's a matter of how you look at it.
Right.
I think it's really a con. It's just it's a responsibility for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not something that like can stop you from doing your dreams or like from going to school or like doing what you're doing. It actually motivates you more. Like now you're doing it for yourself and for them.
Right. I mean, I think consequences itself is more of a, like you holding yourself back of saying, I have a kid and these are the consequences of having a kid. So we took it on a whole pro standpoint, not so much on a con. I think it definitely made us a lot more mature in it. It's more mindset than anything else. Like you see everything as a con, then it's gonna be a con. And if you see everything as a pro, then you turn it into a pro, right? I mean, it's not...
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the responsibility. It's not a job. You can't just be like, okay, I'll be back, going out. But yeah, it's just unconditional love, seeing that little face smile at you every day. I think it's just amazing.
Yeah. Don't cry now.
I know.
Awesome. So let's see. Everything's about babies and
Next
child.
question.
This one's a good one. How do you stay up all night with Tyler?
Yeah, so my son is up pretty much a lot at night. He just wants to be cuddled and, breastfed. Drugs, I'd say. Okay.
All right. Welcome back, Steph.
No, it's just, you love them so much, you're willing to do anything and everything for them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not up, but I'm half up, and then I go back, and then I'm up, and then I'm off. So, but I think it's hard. I mean, honestly, some babies that just sleep all night long,
I've
and
heard
then
of
there's...
babies sleeping through the night once you bring them home from the hospital. Like, what did you guys put in their milk?
And then there we are, not sleeping.
Yeah.
Let's see, what other question we have? Pregnancy / baby life. I mean, I don't know, it can range in categories. I think baby life itself, I think pregnancy, there's a lot to say because your body changes and you go through a lot. I think you went through a lot.
It really depends on who you ask about pregnancy, because some women have it more easier than others. Definitely, I had a lot of trouble with like morning sickness for like the first 6 months. Like I would throw up every morning, all the time. Like it was on a schedule. Like I'd actually wake up early to go to work, like 5 minutes earlier to give myself 5 minutes to throw up before running out the door.
Scheduled throw up time.
Scheduled throw up times, definitely. But it's a really crazy experience to see your body change and adapt to a new like baby inside of you. It was definitely an experience I won't forget. But I loved it. Like I loved being pregnant.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Being able to eat everything.
I felt like I was able to, you know, buy a lot of food and not get blamed and get judged. Yeah. I think it was great. I think for me, on my standpoint, I think it was more of there's like a little bit of me inside and combined with her, and she's growing something inside of her. And I think me was more of like a protectiveness and trying to make sure she doesn't need anything and trying to make sure she doesn't do much either, you know. So I think it kind of works hand in hand for her as well as the person that your partner is. So yeah, I think
He's so beautiful all the time. Even though I was like, why am I getting so fat? I feel like at some point, towards the end, I was like, okay, I feel like a whale. Why do I look like this? Like, I just want to be over. But it was great. It was good.
It's awesome. Get pregnant, guys.
Get pregnant.
Let's see, baby life.
Baby life. Would you kind of incorporate them into like your routine? Like when I'm cooking, sometimes I'm explaining to Tyler what I'm doing, even though I know he has no clue what I'm doing. Or like you try to teach them.
And they learn too. I mean, it's not.
They know. Maybe babies
they watch, they listen, and they remember. So be careful what you do in front of them, because it ain't gonna go well once they get older and they're like, hey, remember that time?
Talking, yeah.
But I think baby life it's more of you bringing them into your life and teaching them what you've been doing. And I play guitar and I've been doing it since I was like 6, and I play guitar quite often, and he sees it, he jumps up and then he's like playing with me and sees the strum.
He tries
to
play the guitar. So we actually got him a little baby guitar. He'll sit there and
he starts playing. I think it's how you see it, honestly. I think baby life is how you adapt your life into his life and influence back and forth, because they teach a lot and you teach them as well. But you know, babies are awesome. I think
and holidays with kids are like crazy because you become a kid again. Like you're doing fun, exciting things with
I can watch kids shows now and not get judged.
Christmas movies and like just fun activities to do. Like it's nice.
This question is more beforehand. It says, how did you even tell Kevin you were pregnant? Was it planned or it just happened?
How did I tell you?
I wanted kids from the get-go, so whether it was planned, I mean, I was excited either way. We were together when we found out that you were pregnant.
So you don't stick in front of him.
That's how you take a pregnancy test, by the way.
You don't stick in front of him.
In case you don't know, she's like, if you had a stick. But yeah, I think, it wasn't, I was excited overall. I mean, I've always been a very family-oriented person, so whether or not we planned it or it just happened, I mean, it was almost like we planned it, because at some point we always wanted kids. So.
Everything worked out, like, really well. Like, everything fell into place.
And I think it leads to the same question that it says, how did you and Kevin convince your parents you both are moving in together?
Well, we were a family now, so.
Yeah, I mean, it sometimes depends, because
we moved in together, I feel like.
Yeah.
I did rent like a space, and we would always be there. We had already we were buying small things like we bought a couch and we bought a TV and So we kind of were already in that process of moving in together.
So it was more like, I think your parents are looking for a plan. So when obviously we told them that we were going to be a family together and we were going to be moving out and start a new life, and I think it's more of adaptation for our parents to kind of figure out like, oh, okay, so this is what they're doing, they're moving in. They were supportive, and I think that's another question that you guys asked, like how did our parents take it? I mean, it wasn't easy at first, because I think
very nervous,
for us, we were never nervous, because obviously we're not in
Hispanic culture.
Exactly. So that takes the whole pie. And I think in Hispanics, I mean, you have like this routine that you have to get a degree, buy a house, get a girlfriend, get a kid, and all that stuff. So for us, we were still doing our thing. So I don't think it really harmed that we were having a kid and still doing college and working full time and doing all this stuff. I think they saw it more of like, let's help you out.
Yeah.
Right? And
we were in a good standpoint. Like, it wasn't like we didn't have a job or like, we weren't doing anything. Like, we were both working full time. We were both being in college full time. So
Yeah.
we were in a good stand. It was like it took us by surprise or anything.
Just gotta adapt, dude.
Next,
Let's see. How's the baby? He's asleep right now as we speak.
yeah.
Did you work out? Sorry, this question says, did you work out while you were pregnant?
I did for a little bit. I tried to a lot at the beginning, but then like I
Pre and postnatal.
even doing like a sit-up or a squat, it would make me throw up, so I had to stop. But I think I did for like the first 3 months.
Yeah, I
it
think-
worked out. Right, and I was pretty much doing my same routine, just not doing as heavy lifting as before. The doctor, of course, as long as your doctor approves it,
Yeah.
you're fine to work out.
Right. I mean, it really depended. I think after the second trimester, that's when the belly started getting bigger and the range of motion was a little bit more than usual. So I think the basic body weight stuff you were still doing, and she was very active. So I think if she was sitting and not doing much, then I would think like, yeah, like you weren't active at all. But
Yeah, I had a really active pregnancy.
Yeah,
Like I was, I mean, we have Lily, so the dog, we would walk her in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. So that kind of kept me going. And, yeah.
This is a funny one. Did you give birth in a hospital or at home?
Okay, I almost gave birth in my bathtub.
It wasn't me. This is a funny story actually.
That's a funny story.
So what was it? It was like 2 a.m. that.
It was like, yeah, so I started having contractions, which I obviously didn't know they were contractions, because how was I supposed to know they were contractions, right? So I started having contractions at 11, and then I kind of was just like walking around and calling the doctor, and the doctor said that I was, because my son was premature, so the doctor said still early on, so just, you know, you might have contractions, but they'll go away eventually. So I kind of was just waiting it off. I had a bowl of cereal. You were still sleeping in the bed, you know, we were just kind of waiting. And then I think around like 3:30, I was like, okay, I don't think I can do this anymore. Like, we should definitely go to the hospital, even though my doctor said not to. I was like, and yeah, we went to the hospital, and then the nurse was like, oh yeah, you're in labor. You're like dilated a 6 or 4.
Yeah,
4 or 6. And
Keep in mind, I have no idea what's going on.
yeah, and I looked at him and I was like, you see, I told you I was in labor. And I think it took like 30 minutes to get transferred to another room. And then when the doctor checked again, she was like, oh my God, I can see the head. And everything just like happened so fast.
Yeah.
And then it just happened.
But she almost gave birth at home.
But
Keep in mind.
I did. Like, the doctor said it. Like, if you wouldn't have left home when you did, you would have had your son in
It
your
would have been a bathtub baby.
I wouldn't have wanted that. Like,
Would have been great.
I would have been so scared. Like, what do you do? But it was definitely like I'm grateful that I had a very easy labor, like no complaints, like totally do it again. Was it painful? Yes, duh, obviously. Like, I didn't take the epidural.
She couldn't take the
I couldn't
epidural.
take the epidural.
You had no time.
I was barely, like when the doctor said I was a 10, I didn't have any IV on me. I was pretty much just chilling like this, sitting on the bed. So they were trying to rush to get an IV on me.
Yeah, it was super fast. Super fast. What were we gonna do? Another question. It says, did you keep the gender from Kevin till the gender reveal party, or you told him ASAP? I mean, the point of doing a gender reveal is so that you find out. I mean, both of us didn't know the gender.
No, we didn't. We went to the ultrasound, and then they actually put it in a little envelope for you, sealed, so that you can bring it to whoever is like doing the balloon for you. And we brought it straight to the lady who's doing the balloon for us. And yeah, that's what everyone found out at the same time.
Gender reveal party.
Gender reveal.
All of us finding out.
Well, I guess some people know before.
Oh no, yeah. I mean,
But-
there's some people that actually see the gender and then they have a gender reveal party, and they still get excited because they found out the gender again.
No, I didn't.
We
both
didn't.
didn't know.
Yeah.
But I had already had a dream that it was a boy, so I kind of already knew.
We always wanted a boy. I think when we talking about having kids, it was
Always.
boy first, and then girl, boy, whatever comes second. It's
Twins.
God bless. That's it. Twins. But yeah, I think most of these questions were just baby wise. how long after you gave birth did you start working out again?
3 months. That's what you get.
12 weeks.
12 weeks of maternity leave in the state of New York. You get 12 paid, obviously if you're a full-time worker, 12 paid.
No, not working. Working out.
Oh!
Not.
Oh! Working out again.
But it is 12 weeks.
But it is 12 weeks.
And you do get 10 weeks for New York. For maternity leave. Not for working out, you gotta ask your doctor when you're cleared. But
You
normally,
actually can start working out 6 weeks after you give birth. If
you gotta
your
get
doctor
cleared.
Clears it, yeah. But I think I didn't start working out till
it wasn't until
yesterday. No, just kidding.
No, it wasn't until later on. I think the first couple of weeks, I think it was even the first couple of months, that we were just adjusting to like the baby and sleep, and I was working full time, and you know she was getting everything for the baby and just taking care of him and staying at the house.
Yeah,
And
I think at first it's a little hard once you actually have the baby, because
Yeah.
now this little thing depends on you. Like, how do I keep this alive?
yeah,
So just adjusting to that was a
Yeah.
lot, and then going back to work,
right.
I thought it was more.
I think it started off small, like going for walks
Yeah,
and not like
definitely.
heavy intensity workouts to
No,
begin
no.
with, but you know, she did stuff like here and there with like little mini bands around the house and doing some stuff and just trying to stay mobile because you know back pain starts to act up because you're carrying the baby a certain way.
Everything hurts. I mean, your body just went through hell with that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was glad that my body went back to its regular weight 6 weeks after I had Tyler. So like working out wasn't my priority at the time. I kind of just wanted to focus on the baby and you know, yeah.
Yeah. This question says, how is your relationship with Tyler and your dog? It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Lily's definitely sometimes jealous.
Yeah.
She's a little jealous of Tyler. That we give him too much attention, but Lily loves him. Like all the videos you guys see us post on Instagram, where Tyler is starting to actually see what Lily is doing and trying to.
So I think that wraps all the questions up.
Yeah,
right?
that
So,
does. I'm glad we were able to do this video. This is kind of like an intro video again.
Yeah.
We've been away for so long. But yeah, thank you guys for all your questions. If you guys have any other suggestions, you can always drop them down below.
Give it a thumbs
or
up.
on our Instagram. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be back. We have a lot of new projects coming up.
For sure.
As soon as we're out of this quarantine. And we'll definitely be more active now that we are used to the parenting life. Now we're able to kind of arrange our schedule.
Expert. Yeah, but any feedback, you know, we're always open to any questions or any stuff, especially with Steph that she's doing all these vlogs and